Hi, my name is Anna Stern, and I've been involved with the American Cancer Society for 14 years.
Hi, my name is Joe Chandra, and I've been involved with the American Cancer Society for about 3.5 years.
No one really knew what cancer was when we were that age. We had, my dad and a social worker from the hospital went in and had to teach my fourth grade class about what cancer was and why I was going to be away for a while and why when I came back I may not look the same and I may not act the same, and I don't know. It was definitely a learning experience for everyone involved. I think especially for pediatric cancer really affects a community and a family in a different way. You know, it's we all almost at this point, cancer is so ubiquitous in our society that it's people who are older get cancer and we almost expect it to happen eventually for them, and we hate that it happens eventually for them, but it does. And then when a kid gets cancer, no amount of early detection screenings can prevent a kid from getting cancer. It happens, and we may not understand why, but it does, and it definitely I think it shakes the way everybody views the world a little bit more than we ever really thought that it would. It kind of rocked our world. When I was diagnosed, it was like a shift in our view of the world. And my grandfather had, I think at that point, he was a 2-time lung cancer survivor, and he smoked his whole life. He grew up in an era where everybody smoked. He worked in big business, and there was smoking in every office building, in every room of every office building, and he got lung cancer, and we were like, yeah, you did that. And we hated it because it happened years and years and years after he stopped smoking. I think, he had cancer 25, 30 years after he stopped smoking, and it still happened because the damage was done. And, we hated that more than anything. And then when I was diagnosed, I think even he saw cancer a little differently, because it's like a kid trying to figure out what it means to accept mortality. All of a sudden, I wasn't really who I thought I was anymore, because I didn't really get to do the things I wanted to do, and I didn't get to feel the way everyone else felt. And, suddenly I went from, being an age where you could care about nothing, and then I wasn't anymore. And I think for a while that was kind of isolating for me in a way, because it's the only other people you know who have cancer are the ones you are with in the hospital. And outside of the hospital there wasn't really an environment that I had where I felt accepted and understood, and I felt like no one looked at me differently because of it. And I think when I found Relay for Life, our family kind of had that break from reality. We got to go there and be a part of a community that was there because they were affected by cancer. And, we were surrounded by other people who understood what we were going through as a family.
Once I became friends with Anna, I got a lot more passionate about cancer and those things that happen in life. I have family members that have been through different cancer-related issues, but it never really had hit me. And with Anna being a close friend of mine, I got involved with Relay, and it was a very small portion. I was just kind of a person that did things. I wasn't really a committee member. I just was kind of there to support. And quickly after that, the first event that we had at RIT, the first year of Relay for Life, everything kind of hit me. It showed me how much one night can impact you, and how much closer I got to Anna that night, and how involved I quickly got from there, becoming the recruitment chair, becoming the vice president of Relay for Life the next year, and making it something that I'm never going to let go of. And Relay is always going to be involved in my life some way or another. To be a part of Anna's fight and the fight with everyone through the American Cancer Society has been very eye-opening. There's a group of us that we call ourselves the family, and that is, family is not bound by blood but by love. And while she might not be someone that's directly related to me, I consider her family, and I consider her someone that I'm always going to be close with for the rest of my life. And the reason that I'm so involved with Relay is because she is my family. She is someone that I want to fight for, and someone that I want to always be involved with the American Cancer Society.
I think through my involvement in Relay for Life, I kind of, was able to accept a little bit more that, like, this is something that has happened to me, this is something that I'm dealing with, but, it doesn't mean I'm the only one. I could look at adults, young adults and older adults who, had survived cancer or were fighting cancer, and know that, like, there is a future. No matter what, we'll figure it out. It may be different than we anticipated it being, but it'll be there. And I think I really had that opportunity to kind of grow and understanding that, there is a life after cancer, and maybe it's always going to be a part of our lives. Like, cancer affects every day and how I live my life every day, but that maybe it's not a bad thing. Maybe I can learn from the people who came before me, and maybe I can help teach some of the ones who are coming after me.
December 1st is Giving Tuesday. In honor of this, please consider making a donation to the most impactful cancer fighting organization in the world, the American Cancer Society. As a caregiver
and a survivor, it would mean so much to us.